Hello everyone and welcome back to Mr. Zohaib English channel. We are learning English easy and fun.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to our fun and friendly English learning podcast for kids all around the world, where we talk in simple English and help you become more confident speakers every single day.
Yes, welcome dear friends. Today we have a very special and powerful topic that can change the way you think about learning English and even about life. And our topic is called Mistakes Are Your Friends.
That sounds interesting, Daniel, because many children feel scared when they make mistakes, especially when they are speaking English in school or in front of other people.
You are absolutely right, Emma, because sometimes when we say something wrong, pronounce a word incorrectly, or forget grammar rules, we feel embarrassed and we think that making mistakes means we are not smart.
But today we want to tell all our young listeners something very important, and that is this. Mistakes are not your enemies. They are actually your best teachers and your best friends.
Emma, do you remember when you were a child and you were learning to ride a bicycle for the first time?
Oh yes, I remember very clearly, because I fell down many times and sometimes I even cried, and I thought that I would never learn how to ride properly.
Exactly. And did you stop trying forever just because you fell down one time?
No, I did not stop, because my parents encouraged me, and they told me that falling down is part of learning. And slowly I became better and better until one day I could ride without any help.
That is a perfect example, because learning English is exactly like learning to ride a bicycle, and every mistake is like falling down. But every time you fall, you learn how to balance better next time.
Many children think that smart students never make mistakes, but the truth is that even the best students in the world make mistakes every single day.
Even teachers make mistakes sometimes, and that is completely normal, because we are human beings. And human beings learn by trying, failing, and trying again.
Let us imagine that a student says, "She go to school yesterday," instead of saying, "She went to school yesterday."
Yes, that is a small grammar mistake, but it is not a disaster, and it does not mean the student is bad at English.
When the teacher gently corrects the sentence and says, "We say went because it is past tense," the student learns something new and will remember it better next time.
If you never make mistakes, your brain does not get the chance to grow stronger, because mistakes are like exercise for your brain.
That is such a beautiful idea, Daniel, because just like muscles grow when we exercise our body, our brain grows when we correct our mistakes.
Did you know that many famous people failed many times before they became successful?
Yes, for example, Thomas Edison tried thousands of times before he invented the light bulb, and he did not see those failed tries as failures, but as lessons.
And Albert Einstein once struggled in school, and some people even thought he was not very smart. But later, he became one of the most intelligent scientists in history.
If these great people were afraid of making mistakes, maybe they would have stopped trying, and the world would be very different today.
So, when you make a mistake in English class, remember that even great inventors and scientists made many mistakes before becoming successful.
Many children understand English very well, but they feel shy when they try to speak, because they are afraid that their classmates might laugh at them.
If someone laughs at your mistake, that says more about them than about you, because brave people try. And trying is always better than staying silent.
Confidence does not mean you speak perfect English, but confidence means you speak even when you are not perfect.
Every time you speak one sentence in English, even if it has a mistake, you are becoming stronger and more confident.
Let us practice a small conversation where making mistakes is okay and normal.
Okay. Emma, I will pretend to be a student.
Hello, Daniel. What did you do yesterday?
Yesterday I go to park and I play football with my friends, and it was very fun.
That is wonderful, Daniel, and we just need to change one small thing. Because instead of saying, I go, we say, I went. So the correct sentence is, yesterday I went to the park and I played football.
Thank you for correcting me kindly, Emma. And now I understand better, and I am not sad because I made a mistake.
That is the spirit we want for all our listeners. Because learning is a journey, and mistakes are steps on that journey.
Instead of saying, oh no, I made a mistake, try saying, great, I learned something new today.
Instead of feeling embarrassed, feel proud that you had the courage to try.
Your English does not need to be perfect to be powerful.
Your voice matters even if your grammar is not perfect yet. Let me tell you a short story about a boy named Ali, who was afraid to speak English in class.
Ali understood everything, but whenever the teacher asked him to speak, his heart started beating very fast and he felt nervous.
One day, he decided that even if he made mistakes, he would raise his hand and answer the question.
He spoke slowly. He made small grammar mistakes, but the teacher smiled and corrected him kindly.
After that day, Ali felt stronger, and each week he spoke more and more, and after some months, he became one of the most confident speakers in the class.
Ali did not become confident because he was perfect, but he became confident because he was brave.
Here are some simple tips for becoming confident in English.
Tip number 1. Speak every day, even if it is only one sentence.
Tip number 2. When someone corrects you, say thank you, because correction helps you grow.
Tip number 3. Never laugh at other people's mistakes, because everyone is learning.
Tip number 4. Celebrate small improvements, like learning one new word or using one correct sentence. Sometimes when children make a mistake in English, they say to themselves, I am bad at English, or I will never learn this language. And these thoughts make them feel sad and hopeless.
But what if we change those thoughts into something more positive and helpful? Like saying, I am still learning, or this mistake is helping me improve.
The word still is very powerful because when you say, I cannot speak English well, yet it means you believe you will improve in the future.
Yes, and that idea is called having a growth mindset, which means you believe your skills can grow with practice, effort, and patience.
If you think your ability is fixed and cannot change, you may stop trying. But if you believe you can grow, you will keep practicing even after making mistakes.
Emma, do you think there is such a thing as a small mistake and a big mistake?
In learning English, most mistakes are actually small and easy to fix, like mispronouncing a word, forgetting an S, or using the wrong tense.
And the wonderful thing is that language mistakes are not dangerous, because nobody gets hurt when you say a sentence incorrectly.
Exactly. And every time someone corrects you kindly, it is like receiving a small gift of knowledge.
So instead of feeling ashamed, you can feel thankful because now you know something you did not know before.
Let us play a fun imagination game called the Brave Speaker Game, where making mistakes gives you points instead of taking points away.
That sounds exciting, Emma, because in this game, every time you speak English and make a mistake, you get 1 learning star.
And when someone corrects you, you get 2 learning stars because you listened and improved.
If you stay silent because you are afraid, you get 0 stars because you did not try.
So in this game, the winner is not the person who speaks perfectly, but the person who tries the most.
Imagine how confident you would feel if you thought about speaking English like this every day.
Some children are afraid because they think their accent sounds different from native English speakers.
But having an accent is completely normal because everyone in the world has an accent. Even people from America, Britain, Australia, or Canada.
For example, people from different cities in the United States speak differently, and even in one country, accents can change from place to place.
And English is spoken in many countries, including United States, United Kingdom, Canada, and Australia.
So your accent tells a story about where you come from, and that is something beautiful, not something to hide.
Sometimes mistakes can even be funny, and laughing together in a kind way can make learning more enjoyable.
Yes, I once heard a student say, "I am boring," when he wanted to say, "I am bored," and the whole class laughed gently, and then the teacher explained the difference.
That student never forgot the difference between boring and bored after that day, because the mistake helped him remember.
Funny mistakes can become powerful memories that help your brain keep information for a long time.
If you hear your friend making a mistake in English, what should you do?
You should never laugh in a mean way or make them feel small, because that can hurt their confidence.
Instead, you can help them kindly or simply encourage them by saying, "Good try," or "You are improving."
When we create a safe and kind classroom, everyone feels braver to speak and learn.
Now we want to give our listeners a small challenge for this week.
Yes, your challenge is to speak at least 3 English sentences every day, even if they are simple and even if they are not perfect.
You can speak to your parents, your siblings, your friends, or even to yourself in front of a mirror.
And if you make a mistake, smile and say, "Thank you, mistake, for helping me grow."
At the end of the week, you will see that you feel less afraid and more confident.
Before we finish part 2, let me tell you one more short story about a girl named Sarah, who was afraid to speak English during presentations.
Every time she stood in front of the class, her hands shook, and she worried that she would forget words or say something wrong.
One day she made a big grammar mistake during her presentation, and she stopped for a moment.
Instead of crying or running away, she smiled and said, "Sorry, and corrected herself.
Her classmates clapped for her bravery, because correcting yourself is a sign of confidence, not weakness.
From today, Sarah make you smaller. They actually make you stronger.
Dear friends, we hope you now understand that mistakes are not something to fear, but something to welcome as part of your learning journey.
Every mistake is a stepping stone, every correction is a lesson, and every brave sentence you speak is a victory.
Keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep believing in yourself.
And remember, confidence is not about being perfect, but about being brave enough to try.
See you in our next episode, and always remember, mistakes are your friends.